We try to ski in -40-degree temperature for a whole day.
It doesn't matter if it's Fahrenheit or Celsius, it's freezing.
Why did we do this? And were we successful?
We're gonna die.
Story time. It was mid-February in the middle of our Canadian ski trip in Lake Louise. We woke up in the morning seeing -30-degree temperature, -40 wind chill. We just planned to take a few runs with plenty of breaks in the middle and maybe wrap it up by noon. But when we get to the parking lot, we were surprised. Saw the parking lot was almost full. Then we got on the lift chair. Sitting right next to Aaron and I was local, and he started a conversation. He said, "It's a beautiful day to ski, eh? It's not too warm, good snow, not too cold." I was like,
Wait a minute.
"It's -40. Of course it's not too warm, but this is not too cold for you?" And he went, "It's just another day in Alberta." How do you do it? You just ski as hard as you can in the hottest trail you can find and don't stop. You will be fine. By then, we arrived to the top of the lift chair. He went off and disappeared into one of the double black. Aaron and I look at each other. We're like, can we do that? Maybe we can be Canadian for a day. We started our challenge. We decided that we'll ski as long as we can without any break in the lodge, except for lunch. We took locals' advice and went down double black right away. The first line we went down was called ER6. This is one of our favorite at Lake Louise. A steep slope went down a relatively narrow chute, and with a high wind, we had to go pretty slow and make our way slowly down the steep slope. But as we go down, we were able to go faster and faster and ski hotter and hotter, go through those steep moguls. By the time we get to the bottom of the lift chair, we were actually feeling pretty warm. So it's working. However, when we're sitting on the lift, the -40 temperature is just sucking away the warmth. By the time we get to the top of the chair, we were cold again. The second run we went down was called Paradise Cornice. Already warm up, this time we get to enjoy the run much more. It was pretty fun run. Just like last time, we get to warm up by the time we get to the bottom of the lift. And we knew it, this is working. Then for the rest of the morning, we start to lap the back side of the Lake Louise. Every time we ski down to the bottom, we become warm. Every time we ride the chair to the top, we become cold. So it's working, but barely. Just when we thought that, hey, maybe we can ski for a whole day in this temperature like Canadians, something happened. Just in the middle of the lift chair ride, the chair stopped. And Aaron and I have to be sitting there just waiting. As we're waiting, we feel the warmth of the body just being sucking away. I don't know how much time we've been waiting. It's probably only 10 minutes, but it feels like eternity.
One eternity later.
The chair moved again. By the time we get to the top of the chair, we knew that we need to ski again. So we picked a line and went down. But unfortunately, we sat so long in the chair, our feet was freezing.
No, they aren't.
Mine are.
By the time we get down to the bottom of the run, our bodies start to warm up, but because we couldn't ski very fast, our feet were still cold. We went into the lodge. I still remember the moment I opened up the door and go into the lodge. The warm air just hit me. It was like heaven. We grabbed our food, get our drink, we sat down. We quickly realized that the heat in the room is heating up our body, but our feet continue to get cold. That's because the metal of the ski boots is still very, very cold. It's kind of continue to squeeze and freeze our feet. We had to take off our boots, then that's our whole body can warm up. It took about 40 minutes for us to feel our feet again, for us to feel good again. That's when we wrap up our lunch break and went out.
Whew. Whew. The air definitely reminds you it's -30-degree out.
We thought we can just repeat what we did in the morning, ski down those double black as hard as we can. The first couple runs was fun, but quickly we ran into another problem. The clouds moved in. The wind picked up.
The light is getting flat. In open bowl, it's pretty hard to see, so we move on to a large lift, hoping to ski some cool trees.
Lodge Mountain has a good mixture of steeper trees, with trees being far apart, and dense tree but flatter. That was a lot of fun, especially skiing in the dense tree when you only have a single track. You have to follow that line without stopping. That was scary, but very exciting. However, as more clouds move in, It's getting really dark. We couldn't see things clearly. That's the time we decided to get out of that part of the mountain and maybe wrap up the day. I look at the clock, 2:45, not bad, but probably not as good as Canadians because we saw those locals were just flying over the mountain without a problem. We took the ptarmigan chair, getting our back bow. Maybe this is the end. However, as we're approaching the top of ptarmigan chair, the sun came out. It's just amazing. The sun lit up this side of the mountain, making everything so beautiful. And we're like, maybe let's have one more run. And this time, we went to a trail that Aaron always wanted to ski.
Going down Ptarmigan Chute.
It was only single black, but it turned out to be my favorite trail in Lake Louise so far. It features some really huge moguls, requires quite a bit of technical skills, and it's actually reasonably steep. At the bottom of the trail, there's some single track pine trees, and it's quite challenging and technical to go through, but it's super fun if you can link those turns. We get out of that run, really satisfied. As we ski out, the sun is lighting up the far end of the mountain, presenting beautiful view. We were able to ski all the way to like 3:45, which is pretty close to the 4 o'clock closing. So we officially became Canadian for a day, which Aaron and I are pretty happy about.
Minus 30 degrees, you can have fun too.
Hope you enjoyed the video and give us a like if you like this. See you in the next one.